Bryant's got 8.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Kobe's gone 67% from the field, 4 of 6. And here's Wall outside. Cannot hit. Now the West All-Stars the other way. Bryant dishes to Curry. Pass to Durant. Here's the 3. And DeMar DeRozan pulls it down. They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you lose momentum.
And he gets the bucket. He has 6.
Boy, this defense is getting eaten up on the inside, guys, giving up far too many free runs to the rim.
And they haven't been able to return the favor with their offense in the paint because that has not been up to par.
And the basket good.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
That'll be a 5-second call. And some changes here for the West All-Stars. Marcus Aldridge is checked in for Leonard, and James Harden subbed in for Curry. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. And he gets it to go.
Couldn't run the inbound play any better than right there.
DeRozan passes to Wall. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
LeBron against Harden. Aldridge is screen. Harden kicks to Westbrook. And the 3 off target.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
And it's the East All-Stars with the ball. Outside, George. And the layup's good off the glass. George has got 5 now.
Almost uncontested. I mean, it's nice to be able to add to the lead without having to really work for it.
Down low, got a piece of it. It's stolen by Anthony. Here's Wall. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. 16 points for Wall.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a 1-footer. Come on now.
And that last replay courtesy of Kia. It's stolen by Wall. And here they go. And there's a whistle that's going to go on James Harden. The West making some changes. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Durant. Draymond Green comes in for Bryant. And Paul subbed in for Russell Westbrook. George against Cousins. Right side George. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
The shooting percentage continues to elevate here in the second half.
Well, as a group, they've been harmonic since the break. In sync. Good team basketball resulting in...
DeRozan with the basket.
He threw down that 360 like it was no problem at all. That's insane skill.
The guys on the bench are just falling all over themselves.
Yeah, they love it.
We should as well. No doubt that will be one of the plays of the year. Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Anthony Davis, he's checked in for the West. And Wall, here we go now. Lets it go. And it's DeRozan missing. 1:11 left in the third quarter. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Paul. 1:09 left here in the third quarter. The feed to DeRozan. Anthony kicks to Wall. Wall sets a screen for Anthony. Just 5 on the clock. They get a hand on it. It's stolen by Green. And here comes the break. Looking to end the drought. Paul's shot is off.
Yeah, the offense seems completely in disarray.
Exactly. But at the other end, it's one bucket after the other. This run is getting out of hand right now.
And so the ball out of bounds. Davis touched it last. .34 seconds left in the third quarter. Outside, George. Paul George with the steal. They're running, and here we go. And DeRozan throws it down hard. It's not possible what we just saw. Clark, is that possible?
Not
Is it?
probable, but it is possible, partner. It is possible.
And think about it, guys. That's
smokes.
one of the few guys in the entire league who can pull off something like that.
Here's Davis. No good on the fadeaway.
I think in that situation, that was a nice try to create some space for himself with the fadeaway.
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. East All-Stars ahead, opening up a huge gap. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup. We'll see how much things change up here. And here are the East All-Stars now. DeRozan out there with Anthony. Then it's Wall. Then it's LeBron James. And it's George in its center. That's the 5 out there for the East All-Stars. LeBron James on the way. Guarded by Curry. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way. That's going to send LeBron James to the line. They get Stephen Curry. Outside Leonard. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Anthony.
West ball.
It's Thompson off the drive. That's good.
He's one of the best in the league at that. Even with just a tiny sliver, he always seems to find a way to get it up and in.
Wall, that's a two-pointer. Got it. Number 7 on the night. 7 for 11 from the floor. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it, too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
Wall, that's good.
John Wall.
And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for the East All-Stars.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ball game.
And the other thing they've done since the beginning of this season is score points off turnovers and in bunches.
Nasty. Absolutely filthy.
And the building is stunned, partner. He dug deep into his bag.
I tell you what, I hope he keeps that one handy. I want to see that one again.
Anthony kicks to Wall. Here's James. That ball's nice speed that time from George.
2 points.
George has got 4 assists in the game.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
They get a hand on it. It's stolen by DeRozan. And here we go. Hits that one, nice pass, leading him to the bucket. DeRozan's got 10 points here in the second half. And so here are the West All-Stars. Leonard with no one around. Knocks down the three ball.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Curry with the steal. And here's the fast break. The finish. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution. This is not the slam dunk contest. You don't get do-over. You got to finish the job.
Curry with it. He's picked up by Wall. Leonard, the open look. East grabs the miss.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Here's Anthony. Sinks it from just inside the baseline.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Now here's Curry. And Thompson kicks to Cousins. George with the defensive effort. Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, it makes it tough for the defense to chase that ball around when it moves that consistently all over the court.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively.
And there's the pass to Cousins. Out to Thompson. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Can't cash in from the high post. And here are the East All-Stars now. Curry with the steal. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. Curry against DeRozan. Outside Leonard. Curry dishes to Cousins. And he gets that one to go off the front iron.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Anthony, the pass to DeRozan. And there's a minute 45 left in the fourth quarter. 6 on the shot clock. And the foul call on Kawhi Leonard. That is his first foul of the game.
I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
Catching up on changes for the West. Durant's checked in for Cousins. Aldridge comes in for Anthony Davis. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Curry.
He is pouring it on in the second half, guys. I mean, a much better showing than he had before the break.
For 3, Westbrook. That's good.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. You can safely say mission accomplished now for the East All-Stars.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, Stephen Clark. An all-around dominant performance. Clark, and you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
I certainly did, and they just cracked it open and made it an NC. No contest.
Yeah, I like that.
And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was for DeRozan. Every inch of the floor was his tonight as he came out and injected an energy into every play.
Boy, from my angle, it looked like it was in the bottom of the net. Look.
I don't want to say they're trying to run up the score here, but they do keep adding to the lead.
Well, I know you don't want to say it, but I will, partner. I mean, they're trying to run the score up here. It's plain and simple. They're trying to throw salt all in that wound.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
And here's Wall outside. LaMarcus Aldridge grabs the miss. And Westbrook, here we go. Knocks it loose. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Leonard against LeBron. And a big-time jump right there.
An offensive mastery right there. I mean, great move in the lane and then the flush.
But just no way for the D to handle it.
Well, I tell you what, you just got to sit back and admire the creativity there.
Aldridge's shot is good.
And you're going to take as many of those high percentage shots as you can get.
Here's DeRozan. Can't connect. So it's the East All-Stars winning this one easily. They poured it on tonight, Clark. A dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
I don't think they have any